Give them a shot to do what?
We are back.
Sports. Sure. Sports. Football Sunday.
Yeah. I asked Ty if he was going to join me earlier. I was talking baseball. He's like, I don't talk baseball.
Yeah. I don't watch baseball.
You do talk it.
No.
Forced.
He talks.
Otani talks.
Baseball.
I don't
Yeah,
I don't know if we all like just going to ignore that. Like he just gave a speech last night in English. Like, you know, I don't know. Otani.
Oh, Otani. Did you really think that he speaks English, yo? Like,
I heard him on a commercial, a New Balance commercial.
So
the first time I heard him.
You hear the theory that like some people before he died like heard Michael Jackson's real voice. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
There's video of him
Jackson
talking.
really has like a deep voice, and there's been a select few of people that have like actually heard that. I believe Otani speaks fluent English, like better English than us. I believe that wholeheartedly. Because if you watch a game, a Dodgers game, there's not a translator near him when he's talking to his teammates. He's openly joking and bantering and doing stuff with his teammates. He speaks perfect English, yo. Like, there's not a chance that he was bred to be the greatest baseball player to ever live coming out of Japan, knowing he was going to come to America and play and be the biggest thing in the world and not take English classes. You're insane. That's insane.
And Mike Trout said he's hilarious, right? Like that was his own. Yeah, he's like, this guy's the funniest guy ever. Like, how does that translate where you're just miming jokes? You know,
what's more likely? Shohei Ohtani
broken English is funny,
right? But what's more likely? Shohei Ohtani speaking English or Mike Trout speaking Japanese? Like, it's not. What do they bring in the translator everywhere they go to hang out? Like, it's no. He speaks. It's not that he speaks broken English. I think he speaks perfect English. Like Jackie Chan, better than Jackie Chan, better than
we know. Me and you both know. I mean, first of all, Jamal's literally Korean. So, but we know a lot of Koreans that will act like they don't know English, but they do. Like they speak just fine, right? And they act like they don't because they don't like dealing with people.
I don't blame them.
For real.
People are annoying.
I wish I could do that. Like, okay. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on all.
Just walk away. Like, I don't know. No porque, no English, no.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Only
Reckless
Hispanic.
speculation by me. Shohei, you heard it here first. Shohei Ohtani speaks perfect English. I have no evidence. Just nothing but my gut and just.
Can Stevie Wonder see?
Yo, that's another thing.
I think he can see a little bit because like
a little bit.
Yeah.
I think he can see enough to know that like he's in a room. He may not be able to see faces very well, but there's not a chance he's like 100% blind. There's not.
Or he's like Daredevil, right? Where like it's like dolphin things where the radar and sonar. Yeah, I do believe in that stuff.
Like if you lose a sense, you like all your other senses are.
Yeah, and like he's like, I can't fight crime, but I'll play the piano.
Yeah, he plays that thing.
He does.
For real.
Yeah, there's no evidence that his
care.
piano has braille on it, right? Like he's just playing the piano. Like I don't know.
Also, like he's fantastic, even if he had sight, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
does
know. Who knows
does
how
it make
fantastic he'd
him
be
better?
without sight? Well, if he had sight, who knows how fantastic he would be? Like
But
you
even
said, it could be.
even if he was fibbing, like why would he need that as his stick?
Oh yeah, no, he's not fibbing. He's clearly
Right. Like he's
some
not
kind of
Carrot
blind.
Top where like he needs like props and stuff to make himself better. I don't know.
Kobe says it's not his first language. It makes sense why. No, I'm not saying that I'm not saying.
I get that, but yeah, during the gambling thing, they made it seem like he couldn't speak anything, and there's no way that he placed these bets.
Yeah, and we clearly know that's not
what
true.
we mean.
Right.
That's what we mean.
That's,
Dude was shouting out the 86 Mets, talking about like things like I just don't understand it.
Yeah.
Like it went from can't speak English fluently to putting up a whole 20-minute speech there, Kobe. I love you, bro. Shout out to a guy that I met in Chicago at the National, and he's a good dude. I can't wait for him to get involved in everything we're doing over here because he's a good dude.
Word. I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. We met at the National through all that. You know, him
He's
and
a
Smalls.
reporter?
Well, he's a podcaster. He's he's an awesome dude.
Word.
Yeah, so shout outs, good follow, funny guy.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and follow him on my Ghost account, the one I used to like.
Well,
say stuff that we used to say in the Modern Warfare.
It's
2
it's
chat, but
him
I'm not
and
allowed to say now.
who's Tiffany Towers? You're following?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Tiffany Tower. I had to put
did the
some people
game
on
start? Because
Tiffany
I feel like we
Towers
have a
right
lot of people watching for there not. Is there for there to be
the
football
game started.
Sunday? Like I feel. Are we that
now.
important?
First 3 and out.
What?
They
And
must
people
be,
watching us?
How?
Stay watching us. Forget about the games. Probably whack anyway. Who's playing again? Doesn't even matter. The Bears are out, so I don't care.
Patriots
no
and Broncos are playing. Broncos just forced a 3 and out. So it's
Drake May
looking
not
good.
MVP.
No, Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford has the story. Drake May has time. Matt
I
Stafford
feel
does
like
not.
you should let the playoffs be a part of the decision.
MVP voting.
You know?
I agree with that.
Yeah, well, I mean, whoever's making it, I think, and it is to an extent, because if you're a voter, you can't just ignore what's happening now. Like,
No,
you're
the
voting
votes
for
are in. They vote
they're in?
before the playoffs start. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do agree. It should include that because, like, Beltran's a Hall of Famer because of that in baseball with playoffs. So, like, he could have probably gotten an MVP or two if
And
he
it's not to
that.
say that just because if you dominate in the playoffs and the other guy's out early, but NFL is a different kind of game, man. It's too many players on the field. Like one person doesn't make that much of a difference on the game, like as opposed to NBA. And in football, one person doesn't make as big of an impact just because of sheer mathematics. There's so many other people affecting the game.
Tom Brady would like a word. Josh Allen.
Well, no, I mean, there are
Allen would
players
like a
like
word.
Tom Brady. He's like, that will absolutely, or even Josh Allen, or some of these players that are that special is like just them on their own. Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson at times, and people like that. Oh, most definitely. But it still takes a whole lot. You can't just because Lamar doesn't make the playoffs, you can't be mad at Lamar, or you can't be mad at just one player because it takes a whole lot of things to happen.
Yo, real quick, so we could get this through, so I could bet it before somebody scores. Defensive touchdowns. I love doing that. It's one of my favorite things.
Well, you have to vote Patriots then because you have not a rookie, but a guy that hardly plays in Stidham.
Yeah.
I would rather bet on him making a mistake, but May's been making a lot of turnovers as well. So
Drake May leads the league in fumbles. Nobody wants to talk about it. They want to talk
Last
about
week,
Josh Allen.
Yeah, everybody was going hard on Josh, but I mean, no, he played. Drake May played the CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Right, and it was like everybody's talking about CJ Stroud, but nobody's saying nothing about Drake May. He had.
I'm
dropped the
going
balls just as many
both, and then
times.
I'm gonna also parlay them because I'm
So
crazy
you hedge
like
your
that.
bets. Just place a bet on both, and one of them's going to happen. That's just the way it is.
So I'm rooting for pick sixes, baby.
Luckily, I can't bet in Jersey, so I'm luckily I can't lose my money.
There you go.
And I'll ask you about the Rams Seahawks towards the end of the happy hour.
What do you think's going to happen this game?
I think the Patriots are gonna win.
I think the Broncos are going to win. I think Jarrett
All
Stidham.
right.
I think Jarrett Stidham has been sitting on the bench for this very moment. I think this is. I
He's
mean,
rested.
so the thing about Jarrett Stidham is when he had that little brief, like, skyrocket on the Patriots, people were like, "Oh shit, Jarrett Stidham," and then he goes to the Raiders and it doesn't go well. But that's the Raiders. You can't like count anybody for not winning with the Raiders. Like the Raiders are just terrible. And so I think he's going to surprise people. He's been in the system for 3 years. He knows what he's doing, and I think he has the arm and the talent. Would it be better with Bo Nix? I don't think it's going to look any better, but I think he's not going to – people are expecting him to look like Jamarcus Russell out there, and I don't think that's going to happen. I think he'll be competitive. He has not thrown a pass all season. I saw a stat today. There's only been one backup quarterback in the NFL who hasn't thrown a pass all season, Jarrett Stidham. Every single backup has thrown at least one pass in a game, and Jarrett Stidham's the only one who hasn't. So that's going to be the interesting part, that he hasn't actually played a game this year at all.
That's wild.
Very interesting.
Steve
Hi
Waldman.
guys,
What up,
Steve
man?
Waldman.
Hey,
Oh man, we
day
miss
one.
you, buddy.
He's a day one, yo. For
Yo,
real.
he really is. We gotta start doing more of these.
Shall see. We gotta send him. We gotta send him a T-shirt or something.
Everything, a jacket.
Hey,
he deserves it all. Give him the
Steve
studio.
Waldman. Send us a message on the at Give Us a Shot Network Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah.
Give us your address. We'll get you a T-shirt and your shirt.
We might even
just
have.
text
We might
me,
even
bro.
have it. I feel like
Yeah.
we've known him for so long. I don't
Oh,
know.
it's
If he
tremendous.
sends something-
Yeah.
Oh, you're on a text basis with Steve.
Nate,
and
I think
Waldman?
so. I
don't
remember
know.
maybe a DM. I don't know. Steve, whatever. You know how to reach me, bro.
You know how to reach Big
Yeah, he's a
Mike.
good dude.
Yeah. Send us a T-shirt size and your address. We'll get you a shirt.
Yo, I'm super excited. It's coming up. Speaking Mets real quick, Mike Piazza is going to be at the Philly show, man, which is nuts. And I'm so excited for it. I'm going to have an opportunity to talk to him. He's actually going to sign the City Field wall piece I have.
Where's that at?
It's right over there. I'll go get it later. And he's going to be the first person to sign it. And that's going to be something where I go after Met legends and get them to all sign it. And then one day we'll decide what we're going to do with it, raffle it off or whatever. But my plan is to get as many Met legends, starting with Piazza there, to sign it courtesy of the Philly show and Fanatics, and then roll from there. But
there's gonna be other Mets there, right? But they're like keeping a hush or something. Or?
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot more fun things going on that for the Philly show. So we'll be there. Hopefully, Ty will have another kaboom. And they're all focused on the network. They like Fox Sports Radio and all that other stuff. They're like, Mike, I'm more interested what the black and white team's doing.
I heart Fox Sports, I heart at Fox, but what's up with the network? What's up with the Give It a Shot network?
That's exactly what they said. So it was kind of cool. So hopefully we'll have some hardware.
Put it on, Carl. Where's it? Join it and put it on.
We're watching the game live. We did the parade live, courtesy of Germ, but I'm afraid to put the game on. But
I got rid of Hulu Live because I decided I need some more money in my account. So, I can't watch the game without going to like whatever the sites are to stream without trying not to get a virus.
My computer's fried. I mean, my computer feels like it's been a couple nights with Tiffany Towers because it just does stuff on its own. Because I can only watch the Sixers on I refuse to pay for these streaming services. I refuse to pay for, ESPN had a deal when they acquired when Disney basically when Disney basically bought sports, like they bought all the rights to all the sports events. ESPN was working on a platform where you could just buy your team. So
I think I remember
you were so whatever your favorite teams were, you could just buy those teams and just be able to watch their games no matter where you're at. And Disney denied that. So like that was something that they were approached with, like through ESPN and all their other stuff through ABC. That would be the ultimate. There's no way they would actually do that because that would kill TV rights. Because if I could only watch the Mets, the Sixers, and the Bills, that's all I would watch. And Red Zone. Yeah. That's all I got. I would just only do that. And they know that. Because nobody's going to tune in for the Thursday night, Raiders-Browns game. No. So it's like...
I do love Red Zone. Yeah.
Broncos are knocking on the door in the Red Zone.
Jared, I told you, I just said it.
Carl.
Hey, pal. Always knowing. Watch this. Touchdown. Easy money. Bang. To Cortland Sutton in the corner of the end zone. Jared Stidham.
Little nice
Tom Brady, maybe.
Out. Sure.
Well, you saw what Nick Foles wrote, right? About the Patriots losing to backup QBs. He's like, in my experience, like backups do well against New England. So I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, it looks good. Like again, if you follow Jarrett Stidham, knowing that he has the arm strength and he has the velocity. The other thing that I found interesting, the Patriots didn't leave for Denver until yesterday. Like they were practicing. They were practicing in their own area on Friday. So they flew into Denver yesterday. I don't know if that was a smart idea considering the elevation.
Literally, that's what everybody knows that watches sports now. You have to prepare for that if you can because it's a different environment. Just completely mathematically, different. Scientifically, you don't act like it don't exist. It exists. That's why everybody has done it in sports is when they're early or whatever because they know it's different.
That's wild.
Yeah, they're done. That's the narrative right there. I don't gotta watch the game. I already know they're gonna lose. I seen something that the Broncos were already predicted. Like it wasn't like the mentalists predicted the Broncos and the Rams in the Super Bowl. Was it Devontae? Huh?
That'd be a fun Super Bowl.
That's the Super Bowl. That is. That's what the guy predicted in the Rams locker room like weeks ago.
Did you see that the theory of like the Super Bowl logo based on the colors?
Oh yeah, what's it look like?
Because
right
it's been like that the last 5 years.
Yeah.
So when they saw that the Super Bowl logo this year in San Francisco was rainbow colored, they predicted the Bears would be there because of Caleb Williams.
Well played. Shout out to Kobe. He's so sad right now.
Oh
man.
Yeah.
Yo, that was a heartbreaker. That reminded me of Andy Chavez going over the wall, catching the ball, and I was like, the Mets are gonna beat St. Louis, and then they didn't. Caleb, man, 50 yards out, like in middle of the field, just throwing that, like it was insane. That was a great play, but yeah, would you have gone for 2, Jerm?
I mean, based on how their game was going and who they were playing, probably. But
Right.
so stuff like that, it's easy to second guess in hindsight. It would
How much time was left at that point? Because didn't they get another chance or no?
They did
No,
get
it
another
was-
chance. Well, no, it went to
Yes.
overtime, and then
I'm saying that was that the end of regulation. That was the end of
Yeah,
regulation.
it was,
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah. So no, you go
Yep.
for 2. Yeah, let's put it away, man.
Right. So, like in that situation, win or go home. I mean, it's hard to say. The Rams obviously weren't stopping you very much, and if you trust your quarterback to do it, you go ahead and do it. But it's it's the playoffs. It's win or go home. I can see why they didn't and just took their chances in overtime. Obviously, you're not predicting throwing an interception, but
And they was knocking on the door too. They was gonna do it. At least a field goal.
The coach, you're either they're gonna build a statue for you or you're fired the next day. Like there's no in between. So I get taking the safe route and
His job was safe. Ben Johnson's over. Well, first was the first year coach and he did very well. So obviously
Cardiac
he wasn't
Bears,
gonna
though, man.
get fired. But I think man, you're an offensive team. You rely on your offense. Like why not just try it then? Seahawks gonna listen. You already know I'm it's call all day right now. I'm going for the 12th man right now, but that's what the
Sam
guy said.
Darnold, right?
Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Yo,
I
it's
don't- I mean, I'm shocked,
any
Carl.
Jet quarterback.
I just don't like. I
That
always like Sam
sucked
Darnold
for them. Yeah.
I don't like just the Rams. I mean, for something about the Rams, feel like rivals to me. I don't know. I don't like them. I mean, I like Stafford.
Yeah.
But I'm not. And I don't like Puka Nacua. Right after the Adderall stuff, I was like, you know what? I don't like that guy.
And
I knew something about him.
Yeah. I also
After that, I don't like that guy.
I don't like teams that are in decent cities. Like St. Louis is a decent city. So for you to go to LA, like I don't like you. Like I don't like you.
You're a fake
I don't like
team.
you.
Like, who were you
Who
last?
are
like,
you?
a couple of years ago, you weren't even who you are now.
Right. Exactly.
You're brand new, a baby.
Yeah, I like Seattle. Like you said, the fans bring a whole different aspect to it. So yeah. Aaron Glenn over Ben
Carl
Johnson.
says Aaron Glenn is greater than Ben Johnson. The Jets can't even get anybody to interview for their coordinator positions. It's
Yo,
insane.
can we talk about Carl's
to
profile pic too? He is so swollen.
Yeah.
Kid took
Oh, no,
kid
that's-
took
that's
creatine.
Photoshop.
Yeah, he photoshopped AI. Make my arm look like my leg.
Damn. You look like John. You look like Carl Cena.
It does look like Carlson.
He's had so many
is
more
very
medical
funny,
problems
Carl
since he
Cena.
started working out too. Poor guy.
Man, that's what it was. Some steroids is probably what it is, bro. That stuff's not that. It's,
Oh,
take care of yourself, man.
Carl's forever in concussion protocol. It's wild. I love you, Carl.
Yeah, he's pretty big. That's
The
impressive.
best
I'm
thing in the
impressed.
world. He in my phone. His profile photos A-Rod. So people at work always think A-Rod's calling me, and they're like, "Go handle that. Go handle that." And it's really Carl.
That's a genius way to get out
Isn't
of a
it great?
conversation. You just start you text your
I'm almost
homie,
calling.
like, yo, call me, yo.
Let
No,
me
just
know
set a
who you
profile
want to
pic.
be in my phone, guys. Just text me later, and that's who you are now.
I think we stumbled upon the secret sauce there. That's genius. Like
It
you're
is.
just sitting there talking with somebody. I'm gonna text one of you two, and then Rosa Parks is gonna pop up on my phone. Like, yo, guys, this is really important.
Corey's gonna be Susan Wallman. Oh my God, it's Roger Clemens.
I mean, if the Broncos keep it up, Ty might be Jarrett Stidham in my phone. I mean, this guy, yo, Jarrett Stidham. This game is bigger for Jarrett Stidham than probably anybody this weekend, because if he plays well, he could be the new Matt Flynn. Like he could earn
Yeah, he
himself.
could go and get a big contract somewhere else. But hey, Matt Flynn had one game at the end
Yeah.
of the season, drew 4 touchdowns, and got a contract and never did anything after that.
That's
Never
wild.
did nothing with it. Man,
Yeah.
The Broncos defense is swarming. That's I mean, it is.
That's the pick six pick. I love it.
Mike, you talked about the Mets, so all right, we've had a few weeks to digest. There's been some moves being made. How are we feeling as a Mets fan? How do you how are you digesting everything, and how do you feel about what's the outlook on the season? I guess would be the question.
I think the worst two moves ever was we didn't get Diaz and Pete back, right? And I'm kind of still upset about that. Diaz decided to go to LA, whatever. You could be, supporting actor. You don't have to be the star over there. So whatever, no pressure for him. Pete went to Baltimore. I definitely want to go see him, do a network trip there. I think the best move that ever happened was we didn't get the boy Kyle Tucker, right? So he goes to LA. It's tremendous. Made Carlos Limazzoli Hall of Fame inducted. Let's go, man. Let's go. I'll be there, Steve. He's saying we got to be at the Hall of Fame induction for Beltran, Bobby V, and others. Definitely. We'll do an event there. But real quick, to kind of cut this all into a nice little bow. Kyle Tucker going to LA, tremendous. Over $250 million spent by LA to have a guy just sustain whatever he wants to do over there. Yes, he could be the biggest bust. It doesn't matter over there, right? For us to then pivot and get Bo Bichette, one made Philly saltier than anybody in the human base. Like the fan base over there is so salty right now. It's not even funny. So that was a great feeling. And then to parlay that into Freddie is just tremendous. So, and then you forget about Robert Jr. over there in Chicago. So we got a center fielder now. We have
Freddie Freeman? No, not Freddie Freeman.
No, Freddie Perlarte.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm
So to give you an idea, the Mets now we all did the watch party against the Brewers where Pete hit that home run to win the game in the ninth.
Yeah.
We now have Myers, Peralta, and the other pitcher that pitched that game for the Brewers. And we don't have Pete. Yeah, we don't have Pete. So it's kind of wild. Stearns so it is the Milwaukee Mets. I do not think the Mets will be the sexiest team. We're not going to have these cool names. We're not going to have like Polar Bear Pete. We're not going to have Thor. We're not going to have all this other stuff. I do think there'll be a Bo leave thing, obviously, because Bo Dallas, WWE, and just the gotta believe and Bo leave. That's going to happen. But this will be a team that wins 3-1 ball games. Be a thorn in your side, be in the playoffs all the time, just like the Brewers are, just like the Padres are. I like this team. I do. To quote Corey, I like this team.
You like these moves?
Yeah, I do like these moves. I think it's plan B or plan C, but it's kind of like when Triple H lost and then had Seth Rollins beat the crap out of the Shield. So that's how it feels.
$30 million deferred.
Yes. Bo F yourself. Cool, Carl. You know who has done almost next to nothing? The only new player the Yankees have acquired is from the Marlins. That's hilarious. So they've done nothing. They've sustained to have another shitty year, Carl. So shout outs to the Bronx. Same with the Phillies, man. They've done nothing. They brought back JT at a higher price than what he probably would have negotiated before that. They waited on him because they thought they were going to get Bo Bichette, and they thought they'd have Alec Boehm for trade pieces. They disrespect Alec Boehm. I really think he's a great guy. They should have a Boehmer over him, but they don't.
We still got Lindor?
We do, baby. Okay. We got Lindor. We got protection in the lineup. Francisco Lindor.
I'm just saying the only thing, but they still are bringing back Aaron Rodgers. Aaron
Soto.
Judge, and then who's the other slugger? Both of those guys are keeping their best hitters.
But Stanton can't walk.
No, I'm talking about the Phillies. The Phillies keep.
They got Schwarber. They have Harper. Although their owner said that Harper's not a lead anymore, so now he's out there wearing shirts that say "not elite." So there's that. So there's tour. Like the Phillies are, the fans are salty. Like I said earlier, right now it's like a freaking foot of snow out there. If we put all Philly fans out on the streets, it would be clean because of all the salt. They're so fucking salty, and it's great.
Oh man.
And I love it.
Steve says the Mets organization wanted Pete mainly to be the DH, but I think it's the other way around.
Yeah.
I think they saw him. So like, all right. Here's my thing with the Pete Alonso thing, because I feel you, Mike. It's hard to lose homegrown talent.
Amen.
And it's hard. It's nice to have the nicknames, and I get all that. And it sucks that we didn't win with that group, with Nimmo and McNeil and Alonso and all those guys. But they've been there 7, 8, 9 years, and we haven't done anything with them. And it's now time to move past that. Maybe it is time to get over the theme music and get over the nicknames and all of that other stuff and get to what winning baseball should be about, right? Versatility. You look at, like with Pete Alonso, maybe Stearns was like, hey, man, your defense is declining a bit. You're going to be a DH in 2 years max, and I'm not trying to pay you $150 million for 5 years of that. Like, I'm just that type of stuff doesn't age well. You look at losing Edwin Diaz. Yes, he was the best closer, but we know how the reliever spot goes. Like that could just disappear at any given year. You're going to give him long-term money, and I don't know, man. Like, I just think that like replacing him with Devin Williams, for example, is like to me that was the best case scenario, because I think Devin Williams is what he calls the airbender changeup. I think that's almost as elite as the slider that Diaz throws. So I don't know. Stearns built elite bullpens in Milwaukee out of spare parts. Like he built it, So I'm okay with trusting him with filling out the roster with not so many guys. The Pantera guy, the guy from Chicago that everybody likes. Now that's a risk because he's always injury prone, but he's also coming from the White Sox. So I'm not trusting. That's like trusting a player coming from the Raiders. Like, you can't trust the Raiders to take care of these guys. Like, the Mets are a better organization. I assume they have better access to training and medical staff that can help this guy stay healthy, because when he's healthy, he's a great five-tool player that can be elite, which is why everybody liked him in the first place. So I'm trusting it because, again, it's more about what we've done in the past hasn't worked. So I'm ready, much like my Buffalo Bills. It's just, it may have been great at the time, and it's hard to say goodbye, but it also hasn't worked, and it's okay to admit that.
Yeah, we got a ton of guns, man. Vientos, you got, Marcus Simeon, who's forgotten. That's who we traded Nimmo for. To have Roberts Jr. now in center field over Nimmo, I'd take that. Outside of every piece, the only two question marks is, like, really, can somebody play first base for the Mets long term? Because Pete did it for 162 games. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that is a problem. Like, everybody wanted to mock him for a few air balls of, air mails that he threw to home plate. But, like, Pete played a good corner. I don't care what anybody says. And I know I get trashed in the comments. Oh, Pete was a bad first baseman. You didn't watch. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't call people casual. I don't do anything like that. But you didn't watch.
What you just did.
Yeah, you do not watch. I'm sorry. If you're going to mock Pete at first and think that a guy who's never played the position, played one game at first base, is going to play better, then that's an Aaron Rodgers credit than Aaron Judge.
Yo, I was joking about Aaron Rodgers coming back, and I looked it up, and supposedly he might. Like, supposedly the guys, they got him.
Not with Mike McCarthy as the coach now. He ain't coming back.
I don't think
that's the only place he's coming back, I think. I don't know.
Nah,
the players want him back.
I know. Hey, Mike McCarthy. I don't know if you heard me, Shan. Mike McCarthy.
Aaron Rodgers came out and said time heals all wounds or something. He said something about time and how he's I don't know, over it or something.
We'll see. I don't know, man.
I don't know about that. We'll see, man. The thing is, if you're going to change the coach, there's not a chance you're just going to keep the old quarterback. Like, the Steelers. For one,
it's always it's a bridge. Though it's not like he's only there for 1 year, and it's like, I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see. Last thing on the Mets, Mike. The one thing I did not like seeing on there is people making fun of Uncle Stevie for being cheap, quote unquote cheap. Just because they didn't overpay for Pete Alonso doesn't mean that Uncle Stevie's checkbook is closed, right?
Yeah.
He just bought Juan Soto, so like obviously he's willing to spend money. We're gonna have the highest floor in the NL East anyway, because Steve Cohen isn't afraid of the luxury tax. So I think it's more about him just being smarter about which 30-year-olds he's going to give 10-year deals to. And people need to relax. I'd rather pay for a guy who's going to help me in 2, 3, 4 of the skills rather than Pete Alonso, who, just because he can play a little defense, is primarily just our home run guy. Like, that's what he brings to the table. And if we can get a guy that could do 2 or 3 more things more than him, it's even at the same price. I think that's worth it, especially if we know that having Pete there isn't working. Like, we have 9 years of data of that. And
it's fair.
And what do you want to give him 5 more years? Like, I don't know if people know how time works. That usually doesn't get better the longer time goes on, as the older you get. So I'm okay with it, in a sense of, if I'm trying to winning baseball, I think a lot of the people and the fans upset are we didn't win with Alonso, and it hurts that he's no longer here. rather than the objective baseball. Like, because I think a lot of smart Mets fans can look at this objectively and say it is probably the right move, but I'm more upset that it didn't work out rather than what we're about to do in the future. And I think it's hard to separate it. It really is. I'm going through it with Sean McDermott and the Bills. Like, I don't know who our coach is going to be. It should be Dable just for the sake of time. Like, I don't need a new coach teaching Josh Allen new stuff when Dable's right there. And like at that point, I'd rather build a good staff around Dable because I don't know if he's going to have a heart attack every time he gets a bad call. But just because he looks like he's about 2 Bo-Berry biscuits away from a heart attack, I'm more concerned about our offensive coordinator and some of these other coaches. But the Mets will be all right. I think the Mets will be a surprise. I don't think they're going to like take off or anything like that. I think they are a playoff team as constructed, and I'm sure there'll be more things to do. But I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, I agree. And Stern has been stern, no pun intended or pun intended, however you feel, on not giving long-term contracts. He wants these 3 years. So Bo is getting 3 years, $150 million. The Phillies were going to give him 10 years, $200 million. So of course Bo picked the Mets. He's got an opt out after 1 year. So Philly went crazy. They're like, oh, this dude's not even going to be a Met for a full season. Blah blah blah. Like, dude, if he opts out after the first year, you know what that means? He fucking did his job. And now he's going to double down on himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's going to get paid.
They're going to pay him anyway. Like,
right. Or we won a fucking World Series or something, because he did his job. And
then we don't care if he stays or goes.
Exactly.
Like, we'll just replace you.
Look, he gets us where he got the Blue Jays, Game 7, where the game was on the line. We were all biting our nails. Like, Dodgers didn't win the World Series.
I know I don't watch baseball, but I watched that.
Yes,
It
was fucking cinema, bro. The entire time.
So he's one of Blue Jays.
Blue Jays, baby.
I'm happy then. I'm excited.
Hit a home run Game 7. Fucking blasted
What's
out of the park.
What's his name?
Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette. Okay, it's slipping me. But I was watching that. I was watching the last couple games.
Yeah, it's sick, dude. So
these fans think like you'll get. These fans think like just because he signed a 3-year deal, like he'll never that's it. Like he can't re-sign with the Mets. Like the purpose is we don't want to be tied to you long term in case it doesn't work out. However, you know what you can do right after your 3-year deal? You sign another 3-year deal. And you sign another one after that. That's 9 years. So, like it's the same, and it's probably going to end up being more money per year. That way, like we're helping you because your annual value is still going to be the same or at least close. And if it doesn't go well, you can go get a contract somewhere else, and it doesn't screw us in the long term. So help us, help you, help us.
Do your job and get paid.
Yeah,
wild philosophy there. So
it's a weird
look,
concept, right?
Yeah, I wish it was a little bit quicker. I wish things didn't have to happen for the Mets to start getting this way. But I'm happy where we're at. So whether we, losing Kyle Tucker, definitely freaking pissed off Stevie Cohen. The fan base getting on him saying, now you got your casino approved, you're gonna tank us, all this other crap. It's all out the window now. It's all like, oh, David Stearns we trust, and Stevie Cohen we trust. So we got. I would say this is like Plan D, but it worked, and it's a big D.
Big old D.
So hold on. So is there a casino coming to?
City
Fields,
dude, we are going to be spending weeks and months. I might have to find
a
new
job. They're building something new, or they're adding.
The chop shops are gone. Where you did that music video where we pissed on the chop shops. Yeah, that's gone. Just so you know. Allegedly, no. There's actual video evidence of us pissing on a chop shop. But they're all gone. They're all gone. Stevie bought them all. Said, get out of my
that big empty lot that was all right there.
Yeah, back by that restaurant.
Yeah.
So that's all gone. They're gonna put like a casino.
What is that gonna be?
Hotels. The Red Bulls are going there. The New York Red Bulls or the New York Football Club, whatever. Which one? There'll be a soccer team there. It's gonna be exactly what A-Rod said he wanted to do. Is now what Steve did, but he didn't tip his hand.
So the Mets are playing there. Or no?
Yeah, the Mets will be in Citi Field, and then
no, but not at that's news.
No, they're not going to change the stadium, not yet. But obviously, I would assume in our lifetime we'll get one more stadium. But right now, there's no need for that. There's no need for that. What we need is hospitality around it, so we could spend a night over there. Because right now, after the game, as you all know, we go home. our friends are trying to figure out Ubers, crying on curbs, trying to get to their Ubers because it's a nightmare. How cool would it be to be like, the game's over, let's go to the casino?
Of course.
I mean, we get to do that in Philly. It's fun. I'd love to do it in Queens.
When is that opening? Like 20? What is it?
Yeah, we'll probably be. One of us will be dead. It's probably me. No, I'm just kidding. Just go and throw my ashes at the casino. But yeah, no, it's. I don't know when it's gonna open. I'm sure litigation and taxes and government will get involved, and whoever would want more money.
I'm 100% going to die before all of us. So I mean, hopefully.
No,
If anybody's gonna die,
I think you're gonna outlive us.
If it's not the Red Bulls and the damn, if it's not the energy drinks, it's gonna be a fire.
That's what I'm always scared of with you.
So
yeah, it's probably like you'd fucking risk your life to save like a 92-year-old lady that I don't know. I'm not gonna say she doesn't deserve to live, but she's lived, and
if we had to pick one,
yeah, she's like, I survived, but Cherm's dead. I'd be like, fuck you, bitch.
Ironically, that was almost this morning. So with all these snowstorms and these ice storms and all this crazy stuff sweeping, the northeast down to the southeast region, like where I live, we probably starting around 5 to almost 7 a.m. when it was shift change, we responded to 6 wrecks because black ice and the slush. People, the highway one of the highways here is 70 mile per hour, and people don't realize, the overpasses will slick up because it's different than the asphalt. It's concrete, so the freezing point is lower, so it freezes faster than the highway. Just information for anybody: asphalt is different than concrete, and it freezes quicker. So you can't drive 70 miles per hour. Well, people were spinning out, hitting the guardrails, hitting whatever. We're on the scene of somebody who spun out, who was ironically a nurse going to work at the hospital, smoked the front of his car. Like, he's fine. Everything was good. Well, we're sitting there talking, waiting for wrecker tow truck to come and take his car away. And we're there with a county sheriff's deputy. And all you hear is, move, get the fuck out. And all you hear is this giant tire screecher. We turn around, and there's this giant 18-wheeler basically jackknifing over the overpass, heading towards our fire truck where we're standing. We had to jump over the guardrail to dodge this truck. Luckily, he stopped. I'm telling you, he was feet away from our fire truck, and he would have smoked us. It was almost the end, like this morning. Y'all be careful. It's people driving. It's not you, man. It's everybody else. You got to pay attention.
Exactly.
If you don't need to drive in inclement weather, I cannot stress this enough. There's no don't go out. Like, unless you have to go out for something for real. Like, if you want a soda, drink water. Like, there's no need. Don't die for a soda. It's not worth it. Like, if you don't need to be traveling, obviously, if you're a critical or not critical worker, essential worker or something like that, obviously, and you have to travel, But yeah, if you want to go to McDonald's, how about you just make a PB&J at home and relax and wait for this stuff to go away, because it's not really worth it. Obviously, the 18-wheeler was working. He was driving because he was working, but still, there's no need to be out on the roads because it's dangerous out there.
Yeah,
for real.
Hey man, I almost called you to make a video PSA to convince my father-in-law not to go out and shovel in this shit, right? Because I don't need him, popping a blood vessel and having a heart attack or some shit. But yo, dude, one thing I wanted to share with you guys, because I think we could learn from history in a lot of ways, and I think this would be the most entertaining thing in the world. I just found out in 1911 there was a baseball team of death row inmates, and they got to stay alive as long as they kept winning.
No.
Would you watch that? And is this something we should bring back? Yeah.
Is it. So it's like Hunger Games, but with baseball.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That would be sick. So the Olympics are every 4 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we should do inmate Olympics. So every 4 years, you get a bunch of people to play for their freedom. Imagine how competitive we talk about the NBA and the players don't care. What if we get 5 death row inmates? Or, well, I guess a basketball team is 12, right? So you get 12 guys to play, and it's like, one team versus another. best of 7, and the winning team gets their freedom. I don't care what you do.
That's fantastic.
Would you watch that? The stakes
No,
couldn't
it would
be
be
higher.
much CTV. Like it would be inhumane. Probably, I'm sure somebody would shut it down. But I mean, we're giving these people a new shot, and you got to give them a shot. And you know, provided it's not kid stuff. Like you did kid stuff. Like all those people should go to hell. You know,
You got to be eligible for parole. That's
Right.
probably the qualifier.
Yeah.
Like if the state decides that you're not eligible to be free ever again, you probably shouldn't be playing. But like you know, there's guys in prison that a couple
life
years are probably,
sentences.
like some people deserve to be there. But but I feel the same way about like I think if you're in prison and you did something bad, like if you're a serial killer, that's different. And if you did kid stuff, that's different. But like you rob a store and you robbed the store and the guy died. You're sitting in jail for 20 years. Like, it's whatever. You weren't trying to kill him. You robbed the store.
No,
and
you
shit
didn't
happens.
want to. You probably begged him, like, please don't. Yeah. I don't know.
You made a mistake, whatever, right? Those are the guys I'm talking about. Like, send them to war. We're in war. We need bodies. Send them over there. Hey, you want to chip away at your freedom? Hey, we'll teach you how to go do what you do over there.
Eminem lyrics should be the Mendoza line if you're allowed to play or not. Like if Eminem did it in a song, you can do it.
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, we don't want Dahmer, shooting jump shots from the 3-point line, but anybody else, like we'll take it, man.
It's like that guy's a complete scumbag, but man, he could shoot a J.
Yeah, I mean, we've already seen that. Aaron Hernandez was out there just shooting people.
Yo,
killing
it's
people,
wild. Like
catching
imagine that in
touchdown passes.
reverse, or also if he got to come back, like the Gulag, right?
Yeah,
Where he gets to come back to the NFL. You're like, oh my God, Aaron Hernandez is back, ladies and gentlemen.
But they should do it like wrestling. So like if a player gets hurt and then you call in like the ringer player, like they should come out with like entrance music and everything. You don't know who it is. They don't announce ahead of time. So it's like a complete surprise. It's like if the Bills lose James Cook. And so everybody's now looking at like the entrance ramp and like, oh my God, O.J. Simpson, he's back. He comes
Yo,
in
also like this is also a horrible take, but fantastic, and it went viral. Those Hershey Park kids that just started beating the crap at each other. That's the most hockey I watched all year. Shout out to the
two
Burt.
children?
Yeah, I watched that whole clip from start to finish. Where were the parents? Why didn't the announcer, like, why didn't they just shut the lights off or something? The announcer's still announcing it like a normal game.
because it's hockey, man. That's the culture, man. It's cool.
I love it. Yo, that's
I love it too.
great.
I mean, teach the kids something. It's to me that's sportsmanship. You can't just talk shit.
Oh,
you get rocked.
My daughter
sometimes.
was
Sometimes you
getting boxed
deserve it.
out by this little string bean. He looked like Carl back in '93, and I called timeout. I was like, "Yo, use your body." Like I was like, when you're playing with me in the basement, you get in my, draw a foul. And then the ref had to tell her, like, you guys can't push. And then the girl left her alone. But I was like, if you didn't make that extra aggressive contact,
She would never stop.
it would have never stopped. And we would have lost the game, and we won. So,
Yeah.
Coach Mike,
Coach
baby,
Powers.
let's go. I threw some chairs, everything. But shout outs to Pay. We only had 5 players. We got hit with the stomach bug. So 3 of our girls were out. We only had 5 players. And she played the whole freaking game. All of my girls did. It was tremendous.
Flu
That's why you're
game.
the Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
Yeah.
Shout out to Peyton. That's cool. That's dope.
Yeah,
For
Pei
real.
Pei.
Peyton
She'll
Clark.
be on air next with Charlotte. They're both waiting for us to get off so they can take over the the studio.
Yeah, we got a lot of big business, a lot of big things to talk about.
One more thing I want to mention, and maybe we'll get out of here. Viewers may soon be able to mute sports announcers. Do you like this move?
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Chris
Well, yeah,
Collinsworth
I mean-
comes to mind.
Yeah. It depends. Sometimes I like hearing it sometimes, but definitely not.
When
I
they
like-
could
I
call
like
the
hearing
play
it.
in real motion. Yeah.
I wonder. So you'd just be able to just turn them off. Like you could just watch
Yeah.
everything else involved in the game.
Yeah.
I
Also,
mean,
isn't that the mute button?
yeah, like so.
I'm
you're just
trying to
gonna
be an
hear the-
asshole here.
Yeah, you could just.
Oh, I
mute
guess
them,
you could
like,
still hear the crowd.
Maybe the crowds
Yeah.
and the fields.
Yeah.
and the referees and everything else. Like whenever they make a call, you just won't hear the play-by-play. What they should do is they should have 2 separate. Like they
Jeez.
should have like the old-timey like announcers that people like, but then have
Yeah.
like the cool hip guys like Pat McAfee and whoever, like, you know what I mean? Like, and Snoop Dogg, like when Snoop Dogg was calling that Warriors game, You should have and then just have 2 different versions. If you want the fucking cool hip version, you can listen to that one, or you listen to, the old timey throwback, Jim Nantz guys. And
even like a TVMA version, you know what I mean? Where,
that you're cooking with gas now, Mike.
Yeah.
I think we can corner that. I think, hey, we could start that up. We should 100% just stream games and just call the games and just be able to curse and be able to talk, and I think that would be
Jerem would be like, he got up and got that as like I get up every time I see Tiffany Towers.
Yeah. Man, that foul was harder than I was when I watched that last Tiffany Towers video about 10 minutes before this game started.
Yo, and speaking of that, the one woman that Carl showed us all that apparently was on the national game, NCAA game, the championship game.
Bella Danger was what I heard her name was. I don't know.
Right. No, so I finally saw like her on socials talking about it. And I said, I bet that woman has a raspy voice. She does have a raspy voice. Yeah. I was so proud of myself. I was like, I identified a raspy voice woman, and I was right.
Yeah.
She's from Miami, and she's also Jewish, which threw me off. But
you know
who I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I can't comment on that due to my ancestry.
Yeah. I mean, Pornhub's owned by a Jewish man. I mean,
is it?
Yes.
Yeah, sure is. Yeah.
Yeah,
they own everything. Let's be honest. Like, if you climb high enough, there's some Jewish people involved. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying like they know, like that's smart. Like I'm down with that. Like
it is a bad thing though. They say this. I don't. They say that's a bad thing. They say to say that is a bad thing.
The owners of Disney are Jewish, no?
I'm just no. You're no. The thing is, what you're saying is right, and I'm just calling out how it's funny that they call that anti-Semitic, telling the truth.
I mean, if statistical facts can't be held against you, right? So,
they can.
I guess so. Yeah, I don't know.
It's called anti-Semitism.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also like, I guess I don't know.
I mean, they're all.
I just want ELE. Everybody love everybody. Like, why can't we get back to some? I don't know if we were ever there.
Exactly. What was that? What was that,
fair. Mike? I just want to.
You know how they say being nice?
I care about my.
I'm
my
sorry.
core. No, I just care about you guys.
Too.
That's it.
You know how they say being nice doesn't cost anything?
Right.
Neither does being hateful. I enjoy it. I mean, I don't know about you. I enjoy being mean to people. It makes me feel better. I don't care about you. Like I don't know. I feel like love is a great motivator, and so is hate. Like some of the greatest. Michael Jordan got 6 rings off of hate. He hated everybody, and that's why he was great. Like it works. Like he wasn't loving Steve Kerr. That's why he punched him in the face, during practice. Like
my daughter was talking about Michael Jackson, and I mentioned something about like his dad or something, or maybe she said something, and she was because the movie's coming out, and my mom had went to see him play.
His nephew looks exactly like him. Isn't that crazy?
He does. It's great. And she's like, "Yeah, his dad was mean." And I was like, "Whoa, hold up. Let's make sure we put this into context with this. Just saying his dad was mean or he's a bad guy or something, because Michael Jackson would have been not alive without his father, and his dad pushed him. And we could say that wasn't the best ways of doing it and all that stuff. And there's times I'm sure you can call him, being mean at times, but like he was still a father, and everybody raises children differently. And,
Michael Jackson had a pet monkey, so I don't know if he's like the greatest.
Yeah,
he hung his baby off a balcony. So I don't know if we were just.
I do want to find out. We got to find out if that was.
He's also
if he had a different voice.
I
do believe in like maybe he did play into that like little like, oh, it's just little me, and then he had like the shut up bitch.
Yeah.
Because you hear about that with Prince. Like Prince's like game blouses, like showing his swagger, and there was just a new one where he took over. I don't know, that guy that sings Maroon 5 or whatever. Was having a party. Prince shows up, and it's a lame ass party. The guitar breaks, and Prince is like, "We're going back to my house," and throws a fucking rager. And like, it's just they're up till like 6 a.m. after. Yeah, like we need some of those Jackson stories to pop out, because I'm tired of everybody talking about and that's the other thing. Like we're protecting all these other, I can't quite figure out why we're protecting these Epstein people, but. We are, they're focused on other stuff, and
they must be Jewish.
Bizarre. Oh, sit him with an INT. Oh no.
The funny thing is, we have one of those stories. That's not INT. That ball fell on the ground. We have one of those stories recently. The game revealed that Michael Jackson called him when he was beefing with 50 Cent. The whole 50 Cent game G Unit split, and that the game called him and was like, "Hey, you got to stop doing that." I'm frozen. I might be by myself here. You're frozen, or maybe I'm frozen. You guys are frozen. I'm doing the show by myself.
Are we here now?
I think we're back.
You're here now.
Back?
I was about to, you're about 2 seconds
that
away
was
from
wild. You said 50 Cent G Unit.
No, it was before that. I think they caught up with the J,
Yeah.
with the J word talk. The algorithms caught up with the J word
disagree.
talk, and they was like,
I plead the
yeah,
fifth
if y'all
on
niggas
every
don't
single
chill
one of
out,
those things.
You can talk about shooting niggas, but watch
Oh
out.
my
Watch out with the other stuff, the J words.
I was saying that we got one of those stories from Michael Jackson when the game revealed that Michael Jackson called him and begged him. He invited 50 Cent and came to his house, and Michael Jackson was trying to be the mediator to stop the beef. And the game was like, "Nah, I ain't gonna do it." And apparently 50 was like, "All right, yeah, Michael Jackson, it's cool." And apparently 50 Cent and Michael Jackson were like tight, like cool. So
great.
the game felt away because the game was aware that 50 Cent and Michael Jackson like spoke regularly. And I find that very interesting that like Michael Jackson is in direct contact with 50 Cent. So there's no way, much like Shohei Ohtani speaking perfect English, there's no way that Michael Jackson wasn't some sort of like thug. He probably woke up in a bed of like a chick from every country. Like there's not a chance.
I love it.
I believe that.
You can bleach your skin all you want. You still.
Well, you saw it. Like Prince Charles
who
got
he is.
mad. Like he touched Princess Diana at one point, and like.
Well,
and then
they said before they met, nobody was allowed to touch them. And then I guess somebody bumped Michael, which made him.
It was like an elbow
Diana.
touch, bro. Yeah.
And he like grabbed her. Not grabbed. Grabbed is a bad word, but like he wanted to make sure she was okay, so he touched her in the area that he bumped her and asked her.
Next
if she was
time we're
all
on
right.
a red carpet, I want to touch Ashley's elbow, and you just knock me out.
Yeah. No,
I told
touch
him.
her.
But
And we
like
obviously
he also
know how
didn't play
far-
Dirty Diana or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she was pissed he didn't, and she's like, "That's my favorite song." And
Yeah. Well,
and
we
then
already
he
know
touched
how
her
far
elbow.
Prince Charles is willing to go to protect his pride when it comes to
yeah,
Diana. I think
kill the other one
We'll save that for the Give Us a Shot Network
to get
conspiracy
canceled
pod.
again.
We're in America. You're not getting canceled for that. You can't say that shit.
Not yet. Not until the other Prince. Who is it? Williams or who's the one with the girl from the
Suits. Harry.
Suits, yeah.
Isn't that Harry?
Harry? That's Harry. Yeah, Henry. Like their kids, they're on a track record to be our next presidents. Like, so like, you'll be back, and we're gonna be controlled by the British again.
Drake May has been terrible this game. I don't know if anybody else is watching. Drake May has
the
not been
Broncos
good, and it's making me very
Broncos
upset.
defense is like I'm gonna put it on, but yeah.
Yeah, but Drake May hasn't been that impressive all playoffs, and it's really making me mad as a Bills fan to watch that.
Dude, you guys had such a great roadmap to the Super Bowl.
I don't want to talk about it, man. We just didn't have.
The
main problem, honestly, we had enough. The main problem is we were too injured at the wrong time. Like we were down to like our two starting safeties in the last game versus the Broncos were just on the practice squad the week before. Like we had our receivers were in and out of the lineup. Gabe Davis was gone. That would have made a difference. Like we just had Josh Palmer has been in and out. I think he's only played like half the games. He's been in and out of the lineup. Our offensive line held up. James Cook held up, but Ty Johnson also our main third down running back and our special teams guy, like our elite, he made the all-pro team. Ty Johnson did. Our backup running back made an all-pro team for special teams. He was gone. Like at some point, it was too many injuries to overcome, and I kind of felt that going into the game. But because we had Josh Allen, even with all his turnovers, the game was still in an overtime game and was tied. And yeah, he made some bad throws, but the thing that people need to realize is that the Bills were only in that situation because of Josh Allen. And I'm not excusing his bad play. He didn't play his best, but we literally would be a 4 or 5 win team if he was not the quarterback. Like that, there's not There's not a quarterback in the NFL that has to do more for his team to be relevant than Josh Allen does. Like Josh Allen, maybe Patrick Mahomes, like maybe that, but other than that, there's not another quarterback that has to work as hard to compete than Josh Allen does. Like that's just the reality of the situation. This year, the problem, like you can't have a top 3 quarterback in the NFL for 9 years and not even make it to a Super Bowl. Like I think there was like a random stat that the starting quarterback who's been in the playoff for 7 years has always made it to at least one Super Bowl, and Josh Allen, it's now his 8th playoff game or something crazy like that. Or I forgot what it was. It was more 8 playoff appearances overall. But yeah, it sucks, man. Josh Allen, he doesn't deserve to be one of those. He doesn't deserve to be Dan Marino. He doesn't deserve to be Phillip Rivers. He doesn't deserve to be Warren Moon. Like he should not be in that category of guys who are great, but we can't count their greatness because they never reached a Super Bowl. I just don't. I don't believe in that because winning is not a quarterback stat, regardless of what the Eagles fans will tell you. Winning is a team stat, and we talked about it earlier. One person can be great, can be all-time great, and it cannot be enough. And Josh Allen just needed a little more help. Like I don't believe in needing a number 1 wide receiver. We need healthy receivers. Like if our receivers were healthy, we'd be all right. But we didn't have that. We didn't have everybody at our disposal, and it sucks. Tyrell Shavers tore his ACL. Like him and Gabe Davis missing that game hurt us bad in the Pats game. Gabe Davis would have caught that pass, even though Brandon Cooks technically caught it. I don't know why everybody. If you're one of those idiots that think he didn't catch the ball,
he caught it, but it was taken from him.
Yeah, but he was down.
He was down. He had possession and he was down. And even if you want to, even if you want to
think about the tush push where, what it was, Giants Eagles, right? They said that Jalen was down after, and then the Giants pulled the ball out, but they already said he was down. So then you can't pull the ball out when he's down. So if he's down,
they said they said his forward progress was stopped. So they didn't blow the whistle until after the ball was ripped from him. So I don't understand how you could do that.
That was definitely a completely erroneous call. I remember that.
Yeah. They got to get it right, man. If we have all these fucking cameras and shit. And the other thing about getting something right, like NFL's got great rules, right? There's a lot of things and they adjust. It's a timed sport, but then we go into overtime and it's not. Like, just play for 10 fucking minutes. I don't care if the other team scores 24 and wins by 24 points. Fucking play the entire period. Like, you can't change the aspect of the game. You can't be worried that, now we have to play differently and we have to go for it on 4th and give them great field position because the game could end with 1 score. Like, that's bullshit. Play for 10 minutes. Look at the NBA. That's great. And like this, we were worried about it. The Sixers were in overtime the other day. We're all worried about it. And then all of a sudden they won by 10 points, right? Like, who cares?
I'm not going to say the NBA is great because what this one guy told me about the end of a game, like, really shocked me. This is years ago too, like a long time ago. He was like, I hate NBA because the most important part of the game, the end of the game,
2 minutes.
It's like just nothing but free throws, and it's like it's boring and stupid. I was like, I never thought of that.
And they could adjust that too.
Like, you're right. It's like nothing but fouls and free throws and a bunch of stuff at the end of the game, and like it gets whack. No. So they have the solution is that, like, what do they do when
like a shootout?
Not a shootout. They do it during the All-Star game now. Like it's like the 21 or something, or some weird.
No.
Yeah. So the final quarter is like whatever the score is, and then it's like the first to like 24 points or 21 points or something like that. Yeah.
No, I like, if it's a time sport, it should end as a time sport. So give them 10 more minutes to play, however more minutes to play in overtime. And if it's still tied after that, double overtime. But it should not end off of a score. You want to do that in regular season? Fine. Like, I don't care. Like, the baseball changes it. They put an imaginary runner on second, for both teams in the regular season. But there's 162 fucking games. When it comes down to one game, and it's going to be, this guy did this guy did that. It doesn't matter. Like, it should be another quarter, or it should be half a quarter. I don't care what the fuck you want to play, but let it play out. Let it go to 0, because football also relies on timeouts, like managing clock. Like, you can't manage the clock in overtime if there's no reason for the clock. There's never been a time.
To prevent a tie. I mean, really.
Well, the other problem is the new kickoff rules. the new kickoff rules, if you're brought out to the 35, you only need 20 yards to get to field goal range. So it kind of ruins.
That's it, dude,
like,
and it's over. Like it's. Yeah. You know, in the ironic of like some fucking kickers can go 70 yards and others can't kick a field goal. Like it's out of control. Like I don't understand like why we can't get enough kickers in the NFL to secure everybody could get a decent kicker. Like it never makes sense to me.
You know, I think it's social media.
They also changed the ball. So like kickers are kicking at like 60, 70 yards regularly. Like that's
what I'm saying. Like it's
kicking
pointless.
Going to get broken here.
You're never out of it. You're never out of it.
Yeah. I think there's something, but I definitely do think there's something going on in kickers' minds because for there to be this many, it seems to be. I think as the numbers show it, because I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I'm looking like, why are there so many missed kicks? Like I don't think there was this many missed
like
kicks
extra
before.
points, right?
Yeah,
like,
even like easy kicks. It's like
right.
I feel bad for these kickers, but it's like I think there's like some kind of pressure thing going on, and that's why I said I think it's social media. I think kickers are in their brains too much, and it's like your only job is to go out there for one thing. It's not the same thing as like playing the game every single down. Like you're just like I'm just trying to get through the play. A kicker's like, yo, you gotta go and do one thing. When you're just like, hopefully I can do this one thing right. Like if I'm off by one thing, I could miss it. Like how's a win? Oh my
and
God,
usually the game, to me, that's more pressure because you are only responsible for one thing. You can't mess it up. Yeah. And then on top of it, more times than not, the game is relying on you now. Like,
exactly. Yo, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like wild. I know people like to give kickers and all that a hard time. That's a lot of pressure to deal with.
Well, but look at the ages.
You're sitting there
like,
cold.
Listen, I'm just saying we have children. We know how it goes. Like these are younger guys now, and it's like growing up. These are people that are on their phone all day long, and we're telling their teachers are stressed. Like now, when I hear kids talk about being stressed or talking about anxiety, I don't want to poo-poo on anybody's situation. But hearing about these children talk about anxiety and stuff so much at such a young age, it's like wow to me. And it just started. It wasn't us, but the generation after us, you started hearing about being anxious and being nervous all the time, being all this kind of scared stuff when you're young. And it's like, man, if you don't go outside and play and shut up.
LA was so freaking annoying. I made a turtle joke. It's like, so the waiter comes over, drops off straws, and he's like, are you a straw family? I said, yes, especially the type that kill turtles. Like, obviously, I don't want a fucking turtle to die. I'm a Ninja Turtle fan. Yeah. Like, I said, yes, especially the ones that kill turtles. Number one, I do like those straws because you want to know why? They don't disintegrate halfway through my fucking drink. So I sit there, and the guy goes, oh, and he walks away. I see him in my vision. My family doesn't. Talk to another waitress, like bawling his eyes out, pretty much saying he's not coming back to our table. So then we sat there for an awkward 10 minutes. Somebody else came over and took our started waiting on us. So this guy quit our table over a turtle joke. Like, bro, I don't want turtles to die. I just want to be able to suck my drink down a fucking straw that doesn't freaking retire halfway through the drink. Yeah. It retires on me. Like it's ridiculous. Like also like they got you drinking iced coffee out of a paper cup. It dissolves. It falls out halfway through. Like what are we doing? They all have dogs. Talk about breaking rules though. Time out. Like, you know, I had to live through smoking in bowling alleys and restaurants and having asthma and dying every other day. And, you know, everybody's like, oh, I sounded like I smoked cigarettes because I was hocking up a lung because of all these people. So now what they do in LA is everybody's got a medical dog. None of them, like you said, the anxiety stuff, none of them have any medical issues. They just want to take their dog wherever the fuck they are. And it's just like LA, like, dude, not for me. Like I'll go there like I go to Florida, but they're equally as crazy. Like, you know, one's Republican, one's Democrat. You're both fucking crazy.
California's next level different. It's different, bro.
Wild, man.
I mean, you see that's why they put the rainbow flag for the San Francisco Super Bowl. But go ahead.
Do you know the service animal rule? There's only 2 animals that you can have as service. You can have any animal as a service animal.
Really?
But, yeah. So like you can register any animal as a service animal. However, businesses can deny you, or places can deny you service animals, or well, no, I shouldn't say deny. They can ask for documentation because, you know, anybody can just say this is a service dog and they can buy the vest without going through the proper.
I'm sure half are fake.
But so technically anybody can say, like, if we own a bar and somebody walks in with their, like, what's the term? Not service animal. What's the other term? Emotional support falcon.
Yeah.
You can say, hey, where's your paperwork for your emotional support falcon? Oh, I don't have it. All right, well, you got to hit the bricks. We don't let that, we don't have to serve you because now you don't have the paperwork. The only two animals you're not allowed to do that with are dogs, obviously, and miniature horses. Not regular horses, only miniature horses.
Can we get a miniature network horse?
I would love that. I would freaking love that. Especially a black one.
Yes.
We could spray paint the logo on.
That's sick.
I'm
glad you said that, dude. Out of everything, I just want to know what do you say is like the views are not expressed by everybody on this panel.
Listen, they be dying in the hair. Why can't I spray paint my horse?
Oh man, dude. Oh man.
You can't get a DUI on a horse.
That's tremendous because you can get one on a bike.
You can get a DUI on like a bicycle, but not a horse.
New York, Jersey just made it harder. You can't even have like a battery operated freaking scooter right now. Like it's bullshit.
North Carolina's trying to ban those too. There's these kids in my neighborhood that have a bike that probably can go every bit of 60 miles per hour. I see them zooming.
Yeah, I saw a kid doing donuts in the snow. Yeah.
It's getting crazy.
Wow.
Out there, man. I seen some adult here has like a Razor scooter, but it's easily like twice as big as a normal Razor, and that thing zooms too. That thing probably goes 30 or 40 miles per hour. That ain't no kids. Like it's pretty gnarly. And I was like, and EJ has an electric scooter, but it don't go that fast. Like it goes faster than I would like it to go for him. But the one the guy has is like a big ass scooter, and he be zooming on that thing. So. That'd be pretty cool to have. Like when we go see Pete Alonso in Baltimore, hopefully when we go back, it'll be Comic-Con again, and we can just zoom around on our little scooters or electric bicycles and hang out with the people. So that'd be dope.
I would love that, dude. We got to figure that
I
out.
love Baltimore. I just got back from Baltimore last night. Love Baltimore. I used to not. I don't know. Well, actually, I can't say I used to not like Baltimore. There's obviously places in Baltimore that's wild. I'm only used to those places. But now I'm like, there's so much other things in Baltimore.
It is. Yo, we had so much fun for my bachelor party. You weren't there. Germ was. Yeah. And he drank like 7 Snapples before we went into the stadium.
Oh, yeah, they wouldn't let me bring them in? Yeah.
Yeah, well, they were on the table. You're like, we can't let these go to waste. And he just kept snapping them and drinking them. And they were like,
I was there for a comedy show and everybody had gold teeth, and I was like, I've been thinking about getting gold teeth, but just yesterday I was like, man, everybody got gold teeth and they're all cool, and I'm like,
always, it would always be gold. And what, like, how do you brush gold teeth? Or are we talking about a grill?
They take them out, grill,
you take them out.
Yeah. They're like removable because I noticed it everywhere. Like people are dropping them, and they're like,
well, because there used to be like implants. Like if you Home Alone, that guy had 1 gold teeth that was drilled into his gum, so I wasn't sure.
Well, either way, I got a mold made, and there's some being ordered and made right now.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I need that.
I want some too.
Can't wait to see that.
Does it change the way you talk too? I want to know that.
Yeah, that's why they talk so crazy in Baltimore, I think.
All right, let's go watch some football. I love you guys. The girls you could hear them in the background. They're trying to get us out of here.
Are they coming in?
Yeah. Yo, look at that window. Like, you see that? Can you see that?
I can't see nothing. The light's right in my face.
12 inches. Or so I'm told.
That's what I heard.
Wild, man.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and end this thing now. See you guys later.
Love you.
Love you, Jeremy.